Do you think they're going to let us be in a parade?
I don't think we probably need to be in a parade. But I'll make a parade for you.
I was thinking about floats. Because, you know, one thing back in prison, we always had ample toilet paper. And I would paper mache myself small things, like owls.
I'm listening.
Now I was thinking, if we got enough of that, maybe we could get some of the children from town together. We could make a large float. Something like an owl on wheels. The wings would be spread.
I think that would put joy on a lot of children's faces.
It's a rare opportunity, I believe, for a group of children in a small town to get together and make a large rolling owl out of toilet paper. Oh my God, that was good, man. Willpower.
I ain't Toyota's gonna love this. So, what are the other ground rules? Like, can I say motherfucker? Probably not.
You got that on tape, right? Grant, you remember how many of those towels we'd have to fold on Fridays? The small ones, not the large towels, the hand towels.
Yeah.
I always thought that there should be more than 6 folds.
Well, that may or may not be. At this point in time, I don't see how figuring out the answer to that helps us in what we're doing. Are you going to go back and fold any towels, Spencer?
No, it's metaphorical if you think about it. Those towels needed to be folded more than 6 times, but there just wasn't time in the day to do so. I reckon there was probably upwards of 50,000 inmates in that penitentiary there.
Mm-hmm.
And if you figure each one of them took a hand towel in the morning and expected to have a hand towel in the afternoon, it really reduces the amount of time and care that you can have with those hand towels.
That's true, but right now we cannot be concerned about the people in the hand towels in the prison situation. This is what I'm trying to explain to you. It's good, your attention to detail. And the fact that you care so deeply about the inmates of that prison, but that prison is long gone, baby. We have moved on, we have hit the road, and we are on other towns. We gotta be concerned about the towels in this community. Do you understand that?
I do. Maybe we should open up a business when we get this one up and running, where it's like a laundromat, but we don't do so much laundry, we just do the folding. Remember when they would always talk about how when you got out you met a woman and she took to you real kindly and whatnot. One day maybe you're gonna make her a good woman, but they always said you need to help out around the house. I remember them women that we would deal with, they didn't never want to fold the laundry. They always said, if only I had someone to help fold the laundry. And I always thought I'm a pretty good folder. I could really help out there.
You're a good soul, Spencer. You care deeply about other people.
I just figured if she gonna help out with the cooking, because I ain't no chef, that is for sure. My cold mat skills are poor. I make a good soup though, I'll tell you that. My soup is second to none.
What kind of soup you make?
I make a chowder. I can make a bisque. I learned that one in prison. The bisques were tough to get
Good reduction.
I mean, a good broth, you can pretty much put anything in the broth that you want. I mean, you can put chicken noodles in the broth, you can put beef in the broth. I mean, beef with chicken broth is kind of a strange taste. It's delectable in a way, but it's an acquired taste. Kind of like what those people over in France have.
Mm-hmm.
I've read the magazines where you go into some of those places, they serve you things like shellfish and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
And I was thinking to myself, well, what if I made a chicken beef soup? It would have chicken broth and it would have chunks of real savory meat.
That would be a wonderful thing. But when you think about this town, it's sort of like a soup. It's sort of like a broth. What happens when you take a soup and you take out all the noodles and you take out all the pieces of meat and you take out the vegetables? It's just broth.
You know, the broth is a good way to get yourself back on your feet, though. I mean,
True about a diverticulitis, I'm sure.
that is true. I know when somebody's stomach gets bad, they always say, "You know, man, soup now." And I was thinking, That'd be another good business idea. Grant's House of Soup.
Well, see, this town is like a soup, as I'd already explained. And soup is good for sickness. And this town is very sick, and we need to turn that sickness into success.
You know what I think, Grant? I think. You know what I think, Grant?
What do you think, Spence?
I think this town doesn't have enough orange juice. When we were in that gas station, and I was looking in the coolers, I didn't see a single carton of orange juice. People need orange juice. They need the vitamins.
That's right.
I mean, you can live off of milk and whatnot. You'll become a husky boy. But you need those vitamins in you. And I'm not totally sold on the idea that this bottled water, these milk products, even the soda's got enough vitamins to help out everybody.
No, the soda definitely does not.
I haven't got enough orange juice.
Did you also notice
Sturdy.
that we went into this gas station? They had little trinkets that they were selling, little hubcaps that were specially designed, probably taken off the side of the road.
Yes.
Did you notice how much they were selling those for?
I didn't look at the price tag. I figured I was in no position to buy today.
Mm-hmm. Did you see looking around the shop, did you notice any silver items maybe shaped like machetes or knives or drill presses? Or did you see any of that? I don't think you did.
Well, I could have sworn I saw something, but I think it actually owned by the person who was working the gas pumps.
Well, I believe that there was none of that inside, but I do believe that that would be a hot ticket item were it to be in the shop. I think people would come in. I believe they would look at that and say, that's part of my community. That drill press represents something that is a larger part of me. I would like to put that on a necklace. I'd like to put that on a t-shirt. I would like to have a drill press.
That's not a necklace.
Yeah, we put a drill press on a necklace with a little skull and a crossbone and the name of the city. Are we in a particular city at this moment? Could we be in Roland?
We're rolling.
Roland.
Hey, Roland. That's a little town name. There's a Roland in every state, I bet.
Nobody knows where. There's a Roland in every state.
Roland in every state.
But nobody knows this Roland until we put a drill press on it. Do you understand what I'm trying to tell you, Spencer?
Yeah, that sounds like a mighty good idea. That might even be something you could give a lady when you take her out on a fourth date.
Mm-hmm.
So I really enjoy first 3 dates. And I want to give you a small token of my appreciation for you putting up with me. No idea for that long. I got carried away. I was reading one of these Time Life magazines.
Mm-hmm.
And it was really interesting.
Mm-hmm.
It got back to one of my favorite subjects, which was penguins.
Mm-hmm. But by the time you got done reading the penguins, was there enough time to do the laundry properly?
I didn't think so.
Mm-hmm.
You know, fortunately, it isn't like what we used to have to do.
Alright, guys. That's good. Let's why don't we just dry run it? She's not going to be here, but just act like I'm over there now.
Okay.
And just start doing it.
Alright.
And maybe kill that. Just keep it going.